Tea Time with Kitty. I was running a little late and back in, so I just want to give you all a few seconds to get logged in so that we can get started. Just giving you a few seconds to join in. How's everyone doing? Let's see, someone just chimed in. I know I was a little late. Apologies. Mother's duties called. So again, welcome to Tea Time with Kitty. This is our last Wednesday in the month of April. And you all know that next month is my birthday. Not just my birthday, but my birth month. Something that I look forward to that I don't have to share. Hi, sister. Share with anything or anybody, anyone or anybody. So first off, I want to let you all know that I finally got my edges back in so that you all can see. So let me first say that, most importantly, thank you all for joining today. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Next Wednesday, which will be the 5th of May, we're going to start my birthday celebration. So today I'm drinking on water. But next week, I would like for everyone to have some wine and some cheese and crackers because that's going to be my birthday menu for next Wednesday. So everyone needs to have some wine, if not a wine, whatever you like to drink. And I need for you to have your wine. We're going to have cheese and crackers. We're going to play some games. So I'm looking forward to you all kicking off my birthday month with me. You know, my actual birthday is 5/11. However, I will start my celebration with you all on that Wednesday, which would be 5/5, which would be Cinco de Mayo Day, I believe it is. Okay, so I think that's Cinco de Mayo Day. So let me take that back. Let's remove the cheese and crackers since it's Cinco de Mayo, and we're gonna have some tacos and tequilas. So again, if you don't drink tequila, then you can have you a beer. Hi, sister. You can have you some tea. You can always have some cold tea. But I'm going to try to have me a tequila, and it's going to be my birthday, so I'm going to try to see who will be willing to join in with me on that. I know that I want everyone to be on time. I'm going to make sure I'm on time because we're going to play some games in the month of May. We're going to play games in the month of May, and you all going to win prizes, and I'm going to meet up with you to give you your prize or mail it to you, however it works out. So make sure that you join in so that we can have a fun-filled month of May so that I can celebrate with each and every one of you all. So again, in case anyone else is coming in, I just want to make sure that you all see my edges. And tomorrow, as I get ready for K-Month, I will be getting my lashes on. I don't get no big ones like, not the bad ones, but something nice and cute. So stay tuned for that. So today we're going to talk about trust. And there's different types of trust. But the type of trust that I want to talk about today is being able to trust yourself. So in life, the key thing that we have to always remember is we don't have any control over someone else's actions, someone else's doing. The only person that we have probably 80% control of is ourselves. And I would like to say, hey, hey, Trail. And like I said, and sometimes in life, because someone showed me many years ago that we really don't even have that much control over ourselves. But I would say that we probably have more control over ourselves than anything or anyone else. So let's just talk about trust and what it means to you. So when we first hear trust, we think about trusting somebody. So that's not the avenue that I'm going in today. It's more of trusting yourself. So I want to spend some time talking about trusting yourself and what that looks like. So again, we know in life we have to make decisions, and sometimes in life we make very important decisions, and sometimes it's really hard to make decisions because we tend to worry about what others may think, what others may say. But I'm here to tell you today that it's very important, in spite of what others say, what others believe, other people's opinions, if they're important to you, can be weighed in. But don't forget to trust yourself. Years ago, one of my friends had gave me a book called Trust, and I got to read most of it, but I didn't get to finish it because I let someone else see it. Didn't even let them see it, and they kind of took it but used it. and I didn't get it back. So I did just get it back, and I want to read up on it. But one of the things trust talks about is us constantly downing ourselves. So what that looks like is when we're ready to make a decision, we make a decision, but then we're just so stuck on how will someone else feel about the decision that I made. Well, you can only please yourself. So in life, there's no one way to do things, or no, or no particular way to do it, but just trust yourself and rely on your own intuition, rely on your own relationship with God, or make sound decisions. So it could be choosing a job, it could be having a child, it can be marriage, it can be so many different things that makes us doubt ourselves, and it helps us to not really trust ourselves the way that we should. So right now, I just want to hear from someone that's sipping tea with me today. I'm drinking water, as I stated. I just want to hear a situation from you. Okay, of course, if you don't want to share openly, you can always text me at 202-758-8941, or you can email me at parthenia302@gmail.com. But you really don't trust yourself. So I just want to hear from you with an important decision that you had to make, and how that looks with trust. So give me 1 second. Someone's coming in. No one has no issues with decision making. Like, what does that look like? I'm waiting to hear from you all, because remember, it doesn't even have to be your situation per se. It could be someone you're close to. You don't have to share names, but just talking about what does that look like when someone doesn't trust themselves. Because the way I see it is a lot of times that when people don't trust themselves, they tend to have to get validation from someone else. Like, what you feel or what you think is just not enough. So you need something from someone else. So is there anyone that has anything that relates to trust? It could be like trust yourself, like, hey, I'm not going to go out with nobody and get drunk because I'm not going to let anybody take advantage of me. Or I know that when I'm at work, I may not do this away because of how others may see it or think. So there's no one dealing with any type of trust that they want to share right now. I hope that you all can chime in. I see you here. So if you could just respond to me and let me know what you think of this process with trust, and how does it look for you? Trusting yourself is not about trusting others. We're going to go into that in just a second. But before I got into trusting others, I wanted to talk about trusting yourself. Like, can you make a decision, a final decision? So is it still freezing, Christian? Or if not, can you give me an example of trust? It can be something really small. It can even be down to like, hey, I know that I'm not going to take this much money out the house because I'm not really good with trusting my money management. I may overspend. And I hope that the connection is getting better. Christian, is the connection getting better at all? Please make sure you like, and again, if the connection is still not coming in, please feel free to text me how you feel about others. Okay, so yes, it's good now. Okay, so just let me know how it feels about others, because in the next few minutes, we're going to be going into talking about trusting other people and how that feels and how that makes you feel and all those types of things. So I just wanted to hear from someone who don't trust themselves. It doesn't mean you don't trust yourself overall, but you may not just trust yourself with a particular situation and what that situation looks like. For those, I just seen that a few more people joined. So again, I do want to let you all know that we're talking about trust today, whether it's trusting yourself or trusting others. And then starting the month of May, we'll be doing my birthday celebration month. So next Wednesday on May the 5th, which is Cinco de Mayo Day, we will be bringing tacos and tequila to tea time. And we're going to have some tacos. So if you have like a taco hat or something that you would like to wear or put on, please make sure you take a picture and upload it to me so that we can share it. Or if you just want to take a picture of your taco and tequila and share, because remember, we're celebrating May for my birthday. And if there's anybody else out there who will be celebrating in May, make sure you let me know so that we can incorporate yours in as well. And as we move into the month of June, which I know that it will be my sister Karen's birthday, we'll, figure out a way to do something to incorporate those birthdays for that month as well. So someone responded and stated that they don't trust myself when it comes to snacks and sweets. So that's really a good one. They don't trust their snacks. So that's very important, because what I do is I don't think I trust myself in that area. So now that I don't have a bunch of small kids at home or a bunch of people in the house, so I very seldom buy snacks. So yeah, Layla's birthday is in May with me. Yes, that's my twin niece. So yeah, so I don't buy a bunch of snacks. So I want to make sure that I don't keep eating them. So that's definitely a good one that someone just said, not buying a bunch of snacks. Okay, and my niece will be turning 17 this year. Oh, wow. Okay, sister, you getting them towards out the house too. Everybody is so grown up. Okay. Tell Layla I want to make sure she's on standby too, because I'm going to have someone come on and they're going to do a presentation on young girls, and it's going to be a roundtable discussion, and we're going to share that. So I'm going to wait for some more responses to come in. I have to grab something. 1 second. I forgot to have my tissue box. I always thought that I was someone that did not trust people, but in the book it talks about I do trust people, because I was like, I don't trust nobody. So the book talks about that each time you're on the plane, you don't know who is flying the plane. A lot of times we don't know who's flying the plane until you exit the plane. You may see the book talks about how you really do trust people, even though you may not say you trust them, but you truly do trust people. So how do you feel about trusting people? And this could be down to with your own children. This could be down to your workspace. You know, they'll say people will snitch on you. How do you feel about truly trusting people? Is that a yes or a no, or what is it as it relates to trusting people? Yes or no? I need some responses, because you all feed me few, so I need to know, what does that look like? And I'm finishing up this water. I just finished my second big bottle up for today. What does it look like for trusting people? Do anyone have issues with trust? Do anyone, okay, so people that say they don't trust nobody at all, that's a myth, because everybody got somebody that they trust. Okay, so that's pretty much what the book says. The book says, you have to trust someone if you're going to step on a plane. You have to trust someone if you're going to get inside of your car. You just got your brakes done. So that's exactly what the book says, is that you have to trust people. Like DMX said, trust people to, okay. Like DMX said, trust people to be who they are. Okay, so I like that. That's my son. I think that's Nathaniel, right? Okay. So I like that. So you like DMX says, trust people to be who they are. So when people show you who they are, and that's a really good point. You know, they're saying that when somebody shows you who you are the first time, believe it. Believe it. Like so, and with Nathaniel saying that, we want to go into red flags and trusting your own judgment. When you see red flags with people, going to get food is trust someone. Okay, so if you red flags, seeing red flags in people. It could be a spouse, it could be someone you're dating, it can be a family member, it can be a co-worker. When you see those red flags, it's very important, because I know, like, a lot of things I work on in my life is, if it's someone's close and connected to me, I'm not going to cut you totally off. I'm definitely not going to do that. But I'm going to be real mindful of how I deal with you. So once people show you who they are, it's very important. Someone else just said, I trust people with different things. So that's very key and very important. You totally with my life. Like, I'm willing to get on a plane with you, but I'm not so willing to trust. I mean, I honestly think to get on a plane is like the ultimate one. Like, to get on the plane, like, has to be some real serious, trust that you have that pilot or that attendant. Let's see. I have something coming in by text message. For me, I rely on being okay. For me, I rely on being able to read people's energy. That's how I know if I can trust them. I can feel people's aura. Okay, so that was really good. So she was just saying that the person just texted them was just saying that they're able to get something from person's body language. So with the body language, they're able to know, and that's discernment. Like that's very key and very important. And I like to think that I have had really long relationships with people over years, like 20, 30-year long relationships. Like some of my childhood friends we met when we were 9. Like, I'm here for you. And the one thing she told me that has stuck with me, and she told me this about 15 years ago, she said he will have to answer, and the woman that he had the child will have to answer. Like I won't have to answer. And it gave me a really different, a bad person. It doesn't make anybody a good person. But it's just somewhere in the middle, like, well, how you deal with things, how you accept people for who they are. It's very important to accept people for who they are and know that sometimes bad things happen, but it doesn't mean that they're a bad person. Initially, things just happen. So to tie that back into trust, it kind of makes us not trust people. I have dealt with trust issues for a long time, and I would tell people all the time, it has definitely affected me with my relationship with males. Like I never really always had really close relationships with females, people because of trust. And even though I've been through stuff in my own relationships in my own life, it wasn't really that guys kind of damaged the way that I trusted it. And because like I said, I've really met nice guys outside my life. I think it was me being raised around primarily men, like myself, my mother, and my daughter. All was the only women born to me, my mother, and my grandmother. So I came from a family of males. Like my mom had all brothers, I had all brothers coming up. So when you see things that people do in their behavior, it makes you think everybody is that type of way, when honestly, they're not necessarily that type of way, or they could be that type of way. So you really have to ask God for discernment. So I know that one of the things I do now is ask God to protect my mind, my heart, body, and soul. And I will ask that you all ask God to do the same thing for you or your higher power, because you can be violated by anyone. Like trust can affect you in so many different ways, and it's not even down to a relationship. You've had friends that's been great friends for 15, 20 years, betray one another and lose their trust. So it's just so important that we don't control people. We hardly can control ourselves to a degree. So it's very important that we put some type of shield of protection over us so that we won't be violated by people. And when people show us who we are, we have to be able to understand how to run from it and get back to a healthy situation. So Trell said, I trust my kids only. That's great. It's hard to accept somebody for who they are if you find out later that the person was not the real them. And people can be deceitful. Like there's nothing we can do about that. But the one thing that I want all of us to get from here is when someone hurts us and violates our trust in any type of way, it's important that we don't punish ourselves on top of being punished. God don't punish us. If we repent to him, our sins are forgiven. So therefore, it's very important that when someone does, that's like if a job fires you, don't get to thinking that, hey, I'm not good, like the most important person. So don't look at anything as like the end of the world or anything being dumped on you. You lift your head up. Your head is meant to be held up. That's why your head is on top of your body. If your head was meant to be down, God would have put our head somewhere down by our feet. He wouldn't have had our head on top. Like our head is our crown. Like we keep pushing, we keep staying encouraged, we keep doing what we have to do. But what's most important is that we know, because I feel like bad people eventually get the bad back. So like, what are you really gaining from taking advantage of someone? Like, I feel like no one should peace and joy feels like on the inside. So regardless of how you portray it, it comes back to that. So again, it's very important that we focus on trusting ourselves, because once we trust ourselves, as Ryan stated, it gives us, oh, okay, it froze again. Sorry about that. It gives us the opportunity to be able to trust others, because by trusting yourself, it helps you to be able to trust others. Because if I don't trust me, the issue is with me. So I don't even know if I can trust you, because I haven't developed or even found ways that I can trust myself to know that when I want to interact with you or when I want to trust you, that I know that you're a good person. Like when they talk about giving vibes or how you feel about someone, you'll know that, hey, I'm a good person. I'm trusting my judgment, and then I'll be able to go on and trust somebody else because I already know what I like and what I don't like. I know I'm not going to let anything or anybody or any situation take advantage of me. So that begins to be how it looks. So again, it's very important to trust yourself. It's very important to get to know people before giving them your full devoted trust. So as we get ready to wrap up tea time, I hope that you got something from here, from this today. It wasn't one of the hottest topics, but it's very important, because if you do things and don't trust yourself, we tend to keep our head down. And as I stated before, our head is on top. So it's meant to be set up straight. It's meant to present you for who you are. And everyone chimes in. Everyone has their tequila. Everyone has their tacos. I want pictures, because we're going to kick off celebrating my birthday. I'm excited about that. We're not going to really get deep down into anything, but we're going to celebrate for the month of May with interactive activities. Then when we go into June, we'll make sure we do something to acknowledge everybody's birthday in that month, with the birthday shout out. So if your birthday is in May or June, make sure you start texting me so that I can know to give you a shout out for your birthday. And we're going to celebrate, take pictures, play games. So all through the month of May, we're going to do that. In June, we're going to get back to having some guest speakers. I'm going to try to have the whole month of June set up with guest speakers. I know that I want my niece to come do a show. Her name is Jordan. She's super intelligent. I'm looking forward to her sharing her knowledge and wisdom. And when she has her day that she's going to do her show, I want you all to make sure your children chime in and give some feedback. So if you have any daughters or sons at home, I want them to be able to chime in. I'm going to definitely have my niece come on hopefully in June, that will be graduating with her master's. Matter of fact, on my birthday. So I want to make sure she can join us and do some type of roundtable discussion and see if she can have a few people on with her. And then last but not least, I want to definitely make sure before the month of June is out that I have someone to come in to talk about financing a home or refinancing a home, or just to give you some insight on if that's where you want to go. So you all are the best. I'm looking forward to playing games with you and celebrating with you. And I just want to thank you so much for sipping with a sister, and have a great evening. Thank you so much.